All right, this is the top 4 of the October Premodern monthly tournament. Challenge, I should specify. We're going first because I have the higher seed in the Swiss. That's just sort of how it works here. And, it is open list, so I know that my opponent is playing mono black aggro. He's been playing that type of strategy for a long time, and I really like where his list is settled at this point. Anyway, I know that Shredder is not is just 100% useless, but I have 2 walls, and I have Recurring Nightmare, and I have Masticore, which is really good, and I can just discard the Shredder to Masticore. So I think I'm going to keep. I mean, it's good, but not ideal, and with any luck, the opponent will turn 1 Cabal Therapy, me naming Survival. That would really kick things off nicely. Yeah, they've got for creatures 4 each: Drinker Sorrow, Negator, Rager, and Ravenous Rats. They got 4 Duress, 3 Therapy, 4 Sourcomancy, 4 Smokestack, which is interesting. Not very good in this matchup, I would think. 2 Powder Keg, which is a little bit surprising, but I see how it could certainly be helpful to diversify the answers. And also, notable lack of 1 casting cost permanence. So I feel like it lines up nicely. Then we've got 2 Smother, 2 Snuff Out. Nice way to mix things up and round out the spells. And there's 15 Swamp, 4 City of Traders, and 4 Rishadan Port. Notably absent is Mishra's Factory this time around. In the sideboard, coming in against me, they've got 3 Dystopia, 2 Perish. They have 3 Torment Script as well, but they're probably not actually coming in. They've got 3 Plague, probably also not coming in. And they've got 4 Rejuvenation Chamber, which is an awesome sideboard card against Mono Red. Obviously not coming in against me, but it's just a sweet card. 3 mana artifact, fading 2, taps to gain 2 life. So really good bang for your buck. Definitely better than Bottle Gnomes for that role. Anyway, the opponent mulligan to 6. Puts me in a good spot. I'm just going to open with this, and yeah. Duress. That is not the one I wanted to see. But they're still down a card from the mulligan, so sort of works out all right. I guess it doesn't matter which one I play. I know they don't have. Let me just run that out. I know they don't have Wasteland. No turn 2 play. Fascinating. Ooh, wow. I was about to play Masticore, but I guess I've got other plans now. So I can play Survival. I can discard the Shredder on my turn to go get Squee and then pass. Yeah, Survival is really good against this strategy. Got a 5 power attacker, not a surprise. It's much less helpful to the opponent than a Phyrexian Negator would be. The walls are just so much more effective. So, yeah, I'll take the damage and do it this way. I'll discard Squee. And yeah, I'm probably just going to go get a Wall of Roots, I would think. Yeah, that feels right. just gumming up the board. Right, so I'll play the wall. And the opponent has nothing with power. The power level cutoffs are 5, 2, and 1. I'm not quite ready to go for Tempting Worm yet. I'm gonna run out the Wall of Blossoms. Oh, nice. Okay, I guess I'm done now. Yeah. Yeah, glad to have hit my land drop, even if it isn't the forest I would have preferred. I think the opponent's chances are extremely low at this point. It'd be a different story later on when they have Perish, but right now in game 1, I just don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, every time even when I chump block, they lose a permanent, which is pretty awesome. Okay, end of turn, discard Squee. Now, how do I want to unroll this? I mean, I may as well just hold the Masticore for now. I may as well just hold the, I mean, I should just get Wall of Blossoms, right? Or it's that or Deranged Hermit, but yeah, I'm just going to get Wall of Blossoms. I'm just going to play it real conservative. All right. Yeah, let's see what they've got. Smokestack and Duress. Nice. I mean, Smokestack is useless, but Duress is even more useless. No, Duress is more useful because it can get rid of a card that I would discard to Masticore. Yeah, this is not going to end well for the opponent. Discard Squee. Not quite going for the worm yet with that negator sitting around. Just going to get yet another Wall of Blossoms. Make that Drinker of Sorrow increasingly useless. Oh, there we are. That was cool. Still managing to hit my land drops. Oh, huh, that's funny. Yeah, when we played in the Swiss, we had this bizarre phenomenon of the stuff that gets discarded is immediately on top of the deck. Seems we're continuing that. It was interesting. It worked out in each of our favors in one different game, and then we had like just a super close 3-game match overall. It was super fun. All right. I mean, I guess I don't want Vigilante. I can see the opponent's deck, and it just isn't the card that helps. Okay, so at this point, it probably makes sense to start going down the Hermit road. Yeah, they're just conceding. That makes sense. It's basically unlosable at this point. Okay, so here we go. Tempting Worm comes in. Hypnotic Spectre probably comes in. Bone Shredder comes out. Some number of Naturalize come in. Withered Wretch comes out. Muse comes out. Their deck is just hyper aggressive. And yeah, still no place for Web. If only they had Mishra's Factory, it would be really good against them. Yeah, I guess they've got Powder Keg, and I'm not sure if they're going to Brain Encrypt. I may as well just hang on to the arranged hands. I could get rid of like 2 Duress. Could make sense here. Let's go through. So that amount of discard I want to retain. Birds I obviously need. Survival, Tempting Worm, the walls are spectacular. Naturalize at 2 seems like the right number. I am up against 3 dystopias plus 2 powder kegs. So I don't want like more than 2, but I want to be able to reliably get rid of dystopia. So between those and the vigilante, we should be in good shape. Nightmare is awesome. Hypnotic Spectre, I mean, I am on the draw. I could take that out. The other stuff is good though. I guess it makes sense to have 1 Hypnotic Spectre. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. And really, it's just the fact that the competition is not super spectacular. Smother, Snuff Out. Do they have Dark Ritual in here? Oh, they don't. That's fascinating. I guess that makes Hypnotic Spectre a little bit better. They have just Smother that can kill it. It can give me some good advantage. It can make them sack 2 permanents. Yeah, I'm on the draw. With Duress, I just can't like protect myself that much. I'm gonna keep it like this. But yeah, I think that with the discard suite I have, I'm well enough positioned against the dystopias and the 2 perish. Oh, nice. Solid hand. Let's hope for that turn 1 therapy. Nope, but hey, it amounts to the same thing. It's a miss. That was lucky. Actually, it's better because with therapy, they could at least flash it back. I wonder what this turn is going to look like. They're probably thinking about killing my bird to stop the Spectre. Or maybe just killing the Spectre if they have Smother. I'm going to go for it. They only have 2 answers, and they've got 5 cards, so it definitely makes sense to at least try this. Yep, we got Smother. And I did end up drawing that that second black land, so yeah, going for the bird would not have actually gotten the job done. We got Port. Yeah, 4 Port and 4 City of Traders. That's an interesting combination. I'm surprised there isn't at least some number of Ancient Tomb. I would expect that, but I don't know. It's I mean, obviously I have far less experience with the deck than my opponent does. Tempting Worm is sweet, but I don't think I want to go for it this early. They've got quite a grip of cards still. I'm going to play my unperishable morph creature here. Really hope they don't have perish. We got Rat. I am going to discard Basic Forest. I think I've got enough mana. Oof, that's bad. They saw my hermit, right? Yeah, they did. Now they're gonna take my worm by sacking the rat. That is not the turn I wanted them to have. Oh well. Alright, just land and done. That's all I got. It does have some utility, given that they have port. Not totally in the realm of dead land draws quite yet. Another land. And done. Drinker. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? And also, it presents me with a dilemma. If I flip the Vigilante and take that and do 3 to the Negator, they can just sack 3 land and then they've got all this stuff. But if I keep the Vigilante, I can use it against Drinker of Sorrow. So, because of the Drinker, I think I need to hang on to it. And of course, there's a looming threat of Dystopia. Always just sort of there, hanging over me. Right, we got Rager. Alright. Let's flip this up. Do our little trade. Another land. Well, it's not like the opponent's going to play different from me having an unknown. And it could easily get Ravenous ratted. Just going to flop that on the table. Hope I can chain into a bunch of Wall of Blossoms. That would be pretty sick. Let's see. I'm going to block that. Go to 3. Yeah, there's a rat. Come on, bunch of walls. Cabal Therapy. Alright, I am literally 100% dead, right? I can block that, take 1, block that. I would take 4 in total. I have 3 life. That is it. Notably, Graveborn Muse would have been pretty good and Naturalize would have been useless. So, something to consider. I think last time I had 1 Naturalize in. And being on the play, the Graveborn Muse is way better than on the draw. Though on the other hand, Duress is better on the play than on the draw. I can protect my survival. This is a difficult decision. So, but I mean, like we saw last game. I mean, like the more discard I have in my deck, the more I'm drawing blanks against big creatures when I'm in top deck mode. Like Muse can ward off rats and horrors, or I guess ragers. 12 of these creatures are horrors, and it can trade with the Drinker. It doesn't get perished. Oh man. Do I naturalize or do I duress? Oh no, they've got so much discard. Like they can clear the way for their Dystopia if I'm holding a naturalize pretty easily. So I'm gonna go for this. Huh. Yeah, even with therapy for protection and nothing for them to duress, I am absolutely not keeping that. That's a good hand, though. I have to hope that the opponent's hand is iffy. I need them to not have the discard and then also not have like an immediate dystopia. Get rid of that swamp, I think. Yeah, that feels right. Oh, they mulliganed. That's lucky. Can I make up for my bad luck with the opponent's bad luck? Oh, they're going to 5. Wow. I mean, this could still end very badly for me. Like if they just get rid of my survival and then I don't draw into gas, then I'm just screwed. I don't know. It's a very exciting match. Anyway, they have settled on 5. Let's see what this first turn brings. It's gonna be extremely significant. Nothing. That was lucky. Alright. Well, I will play a survival. And then I will end. Yeah, I was really lucky that they didn't take my survival. They've got 7 cards that do it. Easily could have happened. Oh, this is funny. Yeah, I'll discard the wall and I'll go get Squee, and then I'll discard Squee and I'll come back. And yeah, like I've said, I really don't think they play. Oh, they do play Tormod script. Clever. All right. Well, push forward without it. I still think it was right. I don't think they would have brought in 3. If I were them, I think maybe I'd bring in. I don't know. I could see bringing in 1. Like it is really good against survival, but I don't know. Oh, and then they're killing that. That's interesting. Another survival. Let's see if they dystopia me, then survival goes away, and then they think they're safe, but I have another survival ready to go. Is that what I want to do, or do I just want to play it? I think I just play it. I think I just hold it for the moment. If by playing it I could go to 0 cards, I definitely would. But right now, I definitely want it for that dystopia scenario. And also, just so I could, I guess, discard to a hypothetical rat. Alright, let's discard this. Go get my buddy Genesis. Discard Genesis. Go and get another bird. Play the bird. End the turn. That third land opens a lot up for them. We got Dystopia. Do I want to get a creature back here? Yeah, I mean, I guess I probably do. Trying to imagine what happens if I don't. Doesn't really put me in a good spot, does it? That is a yes. I could just play another bird. Wouldn't that be funny? Um, yeah, I'm in a therapy for Rexy Negator. Not the best timing. Really would have liked to get that dystopia with this therapy. But that's alright. Negator. Rager. Okay. I'm going to take both of those. Just make sure I didn't mess up. I looked at it very briefly. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay, and then they'll get me with the dystopia. Yep, there goes survival. Genesis gets back my bird. That gets tapped. End the turn. It's a precarious state. I'm in a lot of danger. Yeah, it was very unfortunate that they got me with that Torment script. But even if it hadn't worked exactly that way, they still ultimately could have gotten my squee. Well, I don't know. I guess I could have gotten the Octavi. Do I want to do this? I'm thinking no. Oh, obviously not. I do have to target something though. Anyway, I need to keep focused. I need to stop thinking about all this different stuff, especially stuff that already passed. That's not going to do me any good. Okay. Therapy, huh? Alright. I'm gonna name my bird. Now I could... Is there any benefit? Like I could go get something and then I could... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I see how this could work out. Let's go get... let's see, they're porting me every turn, so... I'm gonna want Tempting Worm. Now they can hit me. Take the worm out. Turn my upkeep. I can get the worm back. They'll port my one remaining land. And then we'll proceed from there. Yep, nothing I want more than the worm, is I'll just let that get tapped, and then I'm done. Good to have another creature. It's real slow going with that Genesis. Drinker of Sorrow, that's fine. Doesn't matter what I target, because I'm not going to pay it. Whatever they... Yeah, gonna use it. That was a good move to target that. I'm going to discard the Vigilante, go get another Tempting Worm. Yeah, that seems like the move. With a little luck, I can play both of them. And then they won't perish me. That would put me in a bad spot. Oh, that's it. They're just giving up. Whew. All right. I mean, I guess they should have hung on, but they know their deck better than me. I was definitely ahead. I don't know if it was fully locked, but regardless, super interesting match. Really like the opponent's deck. It's a very fascinating build.